here and wait for this thing. Go live, going live. And 3, 2, probably already live. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? How you guys doing today? Um, Another fun Saturday at CPP Tech. Sorry for the late start. It was 8:30. I know normally I do 8 o'clock, but we had a barbecue at my brother's house this weekend, so I was over there all day. Um, but eating that good barbecue, eating food, hot dogs, bratwurst, hamburgers, some good old I don't know what it was called. It was a salad of some sort. It was pretty good. It had peas and lettuce and bacon and a whole bunch of stuff. So my belly is full. I ate well. Thank you for that, Joey. So anyway, I know the title says I'll think of something. What's up, DB? DB's in the house. All right. So cool beans, cool beans, cool beans. I know it says I'll think of something. Partially is because I wasn't here all day. What's up, Excelment? Thank you for joining. I wasn't home most of the day to plan out this. I kind of had a little bit of feeling what I was going to do today, but wasn't sure. So I'm going to go over probably so I'd always do this segments, what I find at the $5 bin sale, what have you. And I've also talked about how they have auctions. So this week I actually got 3 things. We're going to go over what I got. I think 2 of them are pretty good scores, pretty big scores, especially for the price. And I'm going to probably go and talk about this AMD APUs that are out and the price point and if they're worth buying over the regular X series or normal ones without the integrated graphics on there. And it will go over prices and what have you. It looks like they've already been released, but and then I think I'm going to go into a little bit, small little bit of AM5 because I mean that's 6 months away, 9 months away, but the AM5, I like what they're doing with the AM5. So we'll go over some of this tech stuff I got this week, and then we'll start to get into the AMD thing. I'm not going to go over the 3080 Ti because it seems like it's been done to death. I would have one, so there's no point, and I think everybody's just sick and tired of GPUs. I mean, if I score one, I'll let you guys know when I get one. I'd rather talk about GPUs that I can get versus GPUs that I can't get. And I think watching everybody around around the tech world and the tech YouTube world, I think everybody's just sick and tired of talking about and listening to GPUs you can't get. So without further ado, we're going to go over these 3 things I got this week, and I'm actually bidding on a gimbal. I'm going to tell you, I'm bidding on a gimbal right now. The auction is tomorrow for your phone, not for your DSLR. I wish it was for the DSLR, but I think it's $100 on Amazon, and right now the highest bid on is 13. So we'll go into that next week or what have you if I get it. So first thing I'm going to talk about is, I don't know if you guys know, I haven't really gone over a video on it or whatnot, but I have a smart house per se. I have a hub, and then all my light switches talk to that hub, and it's synced up to Amazon, and I can tell Amazon to turn off such light, turn this light off, turn that light off. I had a garage door opener, but the lightning struck near the house and kind of fried some of that stuff, and I haven't really replaced it. I'm waiting to see if Ring will start to support smart devices, because right now I have the Samsung Smart Things, and all my light switches work off of the Z-Wave. If you are actually planning on doing a smart home, I highly recommend using everything that runs on Z-Wave and not Zigbee. Zigbee works off a 2.4 gigahertz band, and basically what that means is that if you have a light switch that works off at the 2.4 gigahertz band, it's fine. It'll talk back to that hub on the 2.4 gigahertz band. But the problem is, if you guys know and already know, there's a whole bunch of wireless deals that are on the 2.4 gigahertz band, and there's only 12 channels on that certain band. And when you overlay that radio frequency with two different I'm throwing a brain fart here. Two pieces of data on that same frequency, it actually interferes with it and causes it not to work or work improperly. But it's telling me that my stream current bit rate is 2400 and is low, and recommended stream at 4500. Tell me what's up, Penny. Tell me if the stream is acting up on you or whatnot, and I'll go in there and try to adjust it here. But either way, I'm getting off track. I appreciate everybody helping me out here on my stream. One man band. But I highly recommend doing Zigbee or Z-Wave, not Zigbee, Z-Wave. Z-Wave actually has a proprietary wireless radio frequency, and a lot has to do with nothing else is going to be on that frequency but those light switches or that device in which you're working with. The other thing too is that whenever you use the Z-Wave and this kind of a setup, all your light switches actually act as a mesh unit. So let's say your hub is on this side of the house, and then you have a light switch all the way on the other side of the house that's down in the basement. What it will actually do is it's creates a mesh unit. So whenever you throw a command at that hub, it might go through 3 or 4 light switches to talk to that one in the basement, and vice versa. So that's really, really cool with that setup. But I got these, and I think I picked these up for like $12. There's actually a 4-pack of single pole, but they're 2.4 gigahertz frequency. But for the amount of money I spent on it, and for what I am actually going to use this for, I just told you I highly recommend not using Zigbee and to stay away from the 2.4. And I got these, and I'm going to use them. So what do you do? But I got them cheap, and I'm actually going to use 1 or 2 of these in the studio to control the lighting. I know you guys don't know a lot about locations of light switches for the studio, but light switches in this studio are not in the studio. They're actually in another room, with the whole purpose being behind using, Amazon and because I have some of these other Z-Wave light switches as well, and everything's wired in that other room, and I was gonna just, why put a light switch in this room when you got it all the way over there, and I can tell it to turn it off and on. Like I said, this studio was supposed to be the theater, and at some point in time in the future, it may be a theater, and I can move my studio to another location or what have you, a room in the house or whatnot. But for right now, that's where we're at. So, but for the price that I got these for, was pretty good. I will tell you though, people get these things, they hook them up, and they're like, okay, it don't work. You have to, cool, Penny, I thank you. You have to have a hub for this to go back and talk to and set up through not really a pay account, but some sort of a app, whatnot. So, but I got these for cheap, so therefore I figured I'd show them off because it's cheap tech. We're all about cheap tech right now. So I got a I'm going to save what I feel the best for last. Let me know how this audio sounds too, because we all know I've been messing with this audio for a while. But I got the Game Max 700 watt. I believe it's 80 plus or 80 plus bronze. Okay. How much did I buy this for? It's semi-module, which means the 24 pin and I believe the 8 pin for the CPU and the pins for the CPU are actually integrated into the power supply, but the rest of it is module. But I bought the same one up there for I think $35 about a month and a half ago. They had it on the shelf. I snagged it. It's a $75 power supply. They had this on that auction like I got on that pole or the light switches. I got this thing. Okay, this thing here. You ready? Because if you're not sitting down, sit down because you're going to be sitting down after I tell you how much I paid for this thing. And it's brand new in the box. It hasn't even been opened. Okay? You ready? The magic number isn't even 2 digits. $9. I got this thing for $9. $9 for a freaking 700 watt power supply. It's 80 plus bronze. I know it's not gold, not platinum, but it's still a good power supply for $9. $9. I'm highly thinking with the parts that I bought up there of putting together a build from up there to a point, like some parts, and seeing how cheap I can build a computer from parts I got from that place. I've got that i3, the 4-core 4-thread from up there, so I'm thinking with the parts that I've bought up there, I'm thinking I could probably put together a somewhat decent PC for $500 or $600. A decent little Fortnite PC, It's a Fortnite PC. I mean, I think that'd be cool. A Fortnite PC. Yeah, but $9. $9. I think this is probably the biggest score as far as purchase wise, money wise, and deal wise. I got, so got lucky, super lucky. And what I kind of like about this little situation I'm in, I know it's not going to last forever, but most of the people that are bidding on this stuff don't know what half of this stuff is and aren't interested, and that's why I'm getting it so cheap. The other part is most of the people that buy from up there, go from up there, are looking at knickknacks and whatnot. So I am thinking, so some of this stuff I'm not using, some of this stuff I am. I'm thinking from here forth, I'm thinking some of the stuff that I'm not going to use that I do buy up there, I'm going to resell and just put it back into the channel and back into buying stuff from there and just do sort of a cycle. Yeah, that was a heck of a deal. You're right, DB. Devin, you are right. Heck of a deal. Just lucky, I guess. Lucky or just know what to look for and look out for that stuff. So I think that was probably a really, really big score. I mean, as far as price wise, you can't beat, that power supply. I think Brett over at UFD Tech gave one of those away in one of those builds that he did for his buddy or whatnot a couple months ago. But so I don't know if you notice. Okay, so back here I've got a Comica audio mixer. Okay, so I bought this for my camera for the audio. So when I record audio into the camera, it actually mixes it through there. Because whenever you use if you plug in a mic directly into the camera or the lav mic, it doesn't sound all that great. But this is an audio mixer that actually separates the audio and gets rid of any kind of static and noise. But it's by Comica, and Comica is a really good brand. And this is an audio mixer that I have for my DSLR, and then I've got the same brand Comica for my lav mic. Okay, so my lav mic is Comica, and my mixer for my camera is Comica, and they're a really, really good brand to buy. They're not they're not cheap. It's it might not be as good as say Shure or Rode, but they're probably on the level of the Blue Yetis, you know, give or take one or two tier up or down. But this is the biggest, I think, for me, as far as the score of all three of these. This item that I got this week was probably the biggest score uh, as far as getting what I got from up there. I know we got the power supply for $9, and that's huge. However, this is brand new in the box. Brand new in the box. Okay. I got a Comica USB mic. Kind of like the Blue Yeti, but brand spanking new in the box. Okay. Same as my audio mixer and my lav mics. I'm gonna probably use this. I talked to Brandon, my oldest son, today about doing a show with him over on that side. I haven't gone over to you guys. You'll see in the next couple videos what I've got in store for the studio, because I told you guys last week I redid a whole bunch of stuff. But I'm going to utilize this mic here for Brandon when he comes on, and then maybe some other things as well. But this mic here is about $120. Okay, $120. I got this mic. You ready? Drum roll. No, I ain't got no drum roll. $20. Brand new in the box. Brand new in the box. $20 for a Comica freaking USB mic. I think this was the biggest score of them all. Yes, I know the power supply for $9 was a huge score, but as far as scores are concerned, $20 for a Comica USB mic. Holy cannoli smoly. Holy cannoli smoly. I mean, can't beat that. Can you beat that? Tell me you can beat that. Yes, I know. You can probably, you can't even beat that, Excelment. Haha. No, I'm just kidding. But I think Bandit. That's all I can say. Bandit. It's like, you go up there, you pick it up, and you try to get out of there as fast as you can before they change their mind. That's I've done that a couple of times with TVs. It's like, you want how much? Okay, I'll take two of them. Get out of here fast. So, but yeah, that was a good score. I'm very pleased with that. And it's something I can use. I could even probably do a cool video on that thing if you want. We can probably make that happen. So that's why I said, Excelment. You can probably do better than that. Well, maybe you can't because it's $5 less. Let's see here. I'll probably find one free in the trash broken. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. No, I mean that's a pretty good haul there. The smart switches and the power supply and the Comica Blue USB microphone. Heckin' yeah. Heckin' yeah. Yeah. Oh boy, that was like I said, that was a fun one there. You just got a ROG Strix 3080. That is freaking awesome, Dot Matrix. What are you putting it in? You didn't get the TI version, did you? Yeah, Dot Matrix. That's awesome. Heck into the yeah. I'm going up to so remember we talked about last week. I went to Micro Center to get another one of those old 11 dynamic minis, and they were out. And I'm gonna go up there this Thursday, and I'm gonna get up there early enough to get in line to see if they've got a 3060 Ti. I really would like to get a 3060 Ti from Mel's build. Still, Dot Matrix, that's a hell of a get, man. How did you get it? Let us know how you got that. Did you got lucky, or did you get it on the? Dude, put in 011. See, did you watch my video, Mel's video? Mel's video, I built hers in the 011 Dynamic Mini, and that's what I'm saying. I want to put the 3060 Ti in hers, and but I'd like to get the white one if I can. But I'm gonna get another 011 Dynamic Mini for another project I'm in the works of doing right now. So hopefully, if you guys stumble across this, like and subscribe this so you don't miss out on that, and check out the other ones. So, but yeah, I'd like to get a 3060 Ti for Mel's build. I know I got that 1660 Super sitting in there, but I'd like to really get the other one. Thanks, Dot Matrix. Appreciate it. I'm actually doing some more stuff with Mel's build. I just want to get that GPU for the 3060 Ti white one, because I want to actually make another video on more of her build there. So I've got some plans going on for that one. And so like this Thursday, I'm gonna go up there early, try to stay in line. Hopefully they got a 3060 Ti in there or whatnot. And I think they're probably about $450. I'm hoping they'll be up there. If not, I mean, we'll see. And I'll be honest, if they don't have any of those, and they even got a 1650 up there for $200, because I think I paid $309 at Micro Center for that 1660 Super, I'll pick up a 1650, because for the other build that I'm doing with that 011 Dynamic Mini, I want a graphics card. I don't need a heavy set graphics card, because I'm putting that 3600 in there. So I don't need to put a 3070 or a 3060 Ti, but I would like to get a 3060 Ti. If I get a 3060 Ti for Mel's build, I can take that 1660 Super out and put it in this one I'm getting ready to do. So, but I'm gonna go up there Thursday, and we'll see what happens. They've got 4 in stock right now, so hopefully they don't run out by Thursday. But kind of busy the rest of the week. I got doctor stuff going on. So anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go into AM5s right now. I've lost my place here. Where's am I at? I'm gonna talk about the AM5, because AM5 is getting ready to come out, and I know it's getting ready, and it's 2021 whenever it's gonna come out, but it's gonna have the LGA 1718 socket, which means no more pins on the CPU. Okay, no more pins on the CPU. That to me, I like that. I mean, I'll tell you why I like that. Now, Midlife Crisis over there, we all know I got the 3900X in there, and I got a deal at Micro Center whenever I bought it, I think, and I got the receipt somewhere to prove it. I proved it on the channel once before. I bought that thing after taxes. It was like $420. And that motherboard that's in there, the Aorus Pro Master, or the Gigabit Aorus Master, it's the X570 Master. That thing was almost $400 as well. However, most people are buying the B450s or the B550s, and they're buying, they're not buying the $200 something motherboards. Most of the time they're ranging between $150 to $175 for their motherboard. Okay, so now you throw in this pin. So with them going the way they're going, with the pins on the motherboard, if you bend a pin on the motherboard, I would rather go buy a brand new motherboard than whenever I spend $400 to $800 on a CPU, and I bend the pins and I can't bend them back. That is going to be like the best thing in the world. I've experienced pin bends on CPUs, and not being able to fix them because the CPU, the original CPU that was in Gramps, I bent the pins. And I'm going to do a video on something like that here coming up in the following weeks as well. So stay tuned for that. But I would rather have to buy a new motherboard than a new processor all day long. That is going to be so nice. The other thing too, at least with the first generation AM5, what I understand is that it's going to be backwards compatible for DDR4 and DDR5. Now maybe the second generation of the AM5 will only be DDR5, but at least the first generation right now is going to be will support DDR4 and DDR5 from what I'm reading up on and understanding. And what the benefits of that is so I keep seeing, do I build now or wait for AM5? Do I build now or do I wait for AM5? What I would probably suggest, if you're sitting here, you've already got all the stuff except for a couple parts, and you're lucky enough to have a GPU, finish the build. Build it, and then, if you're on the fence with the CPU, and that's the last thing you're doing, buy yourself a 3600, or we're going to get into APUs here in a minute. Buy an APU, even if you don't have a graphics card, buy the APU. That way you got integrated graphics for that. And then when the AM5 comes out, all you got to really do, think about this for a minute. All you got to do is buy the motherboard and the processor, and all the parts that are in your build right now can get transferred over, and you're not buying a new motherboard. Because most of the time you got to buy, when they do this transition stuff that's on the fence, between like the DDR, the memory stuff, you got to buy new memory, new CPU, new motherboard. You don't have to redo the graphics card. Obviously, you can still use the same. But this is what's kind of nice about the small, little, easy transition. That's why I'm not a fan of Intel right now. I think everybody's just tired of Intel because every CPU launch is only good for 2 generations of motherboards, and then you're done. Now, who knows? AMD might launch AM5, and then they might only use AM5 for, a couple years, if not less, and then start doing the same thing. But AMD's been pretty good about it. I mean, shoot, we've been on AM4 forever now. So when they launch this AM5, like I said, the first generation is going to be compatible between DDR4 and DDR5. And I know Linus talked about this. It's been a long time since they actually did the DDR3 to DDR4 back and forth. So, and I'll be honest, I don't remember which one that was. But it's nice that they're doing that. So I don't think Intel's ever done that. Whenever they went from DDR3 to DDR4, when you bought the new motherboard for the new generation CPU that they put out, you couldn't utilize the AM3 or AM4 because the slots, I think they might be able to do that with Intel now because the slots are going to be the same. So hopefully, all those rumors are true. We'll find that out in 2021. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if you're gonna find, when they launch, you're gonna find any of that stuff, because like right now you can't even find the new stuff. So it's gonna be a little hard. Look at TR40 in 2 generations later. TRX40, right. So that brings me to the APUs. I kind of did a little talk about them APUs. I'll be honest with you now, so you're going to have, what is it? The Ryzen 7 4700G, Ryzen 7 Pro 4750G, which I think is about the same. The Ryzen 3 4350G and the Ryzen 5 4650G. So they're pretty much, going to be almost maybe a little bit smaller than, the regular the regular CPUs as far as performance, not much, but it's going to have the integrated graphics on there. Now the pricing I got sitting here, I've actually just saw the 4750 for $400, and it's telling me it's 305 on this site here, 209 for the 4650, for the 6 core, and for the 4 core it says 150. And I'll be honest with you, if I could find one for $150, that would be worth buying just to build a small little Fortnite computer for the boys. But it's saying that it's still on the 7 nanometers, 8 core, 16 threads on the Ryzen 7. I mean, I like what AMD's doing here because they know that graphics cards are at a standstill as far as availability. But AMD's APUs are Threadripper is way too expensive. Right, that's what I'm saying, Excelment. If they go to that slot, like I was saying, I'd much rather replace a motherboard than a CPU all day long. Where was I? I was somewhere. But if they AMD is kind of, I like that they put the integrated graphics into a CPU and started to launch it. Now availability is going to be somewhat slim, obviously. I think on Amazon for the Ryzen 7 Pro, they said it was going to be available again back in stock or available on June 11th. But it was $399 on there. I didn't go and look and see where the prices were for all the other ones. But TR40, I'm looking up something here. But I'm curious to see what games these APUs will play. Is it gonna justify the 8 core 16 thread CPU to try to play League of Legends or Call of Duty or Tomb Raider? And we all know where Cyberpunk is. I mean, high-end GPUs are having a hard time with that game. I think that game just flawed all the way around. You haven't heard too much about anybody on that game since it launched. I think it's kind of fizzled. I might be wrong, but I'm not so sure these APUs are gonna. I didn't see the specs on the actual graphics on them, as far as what they're. See, 4 megabytes, L2 cache. Let's see here. 512 is clocked at 2100 megahertz. Okay. Let's see here. What's trying to find what kind of graphics you're gonna get out of it. Yeah. I wish I had more time to do the research before I got on here, but if anybody knows, throw a comment down below. Cyberpunk 2077 is GPU intensive. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think these APUs are gonna play them. Titles like that. It'll play stuff like my boys play, like Roblox and Minecraft and even Fortnite. But I don't. You might be able to play 1080p settings on Call of Duty, and your frames per second is gonna probably be pretty low. Um, use a CPU if you have too many 9900K. Oh, you guys are talking amongst yourselves. Keep talking. I like you guys talking like that. You guys are talking about cyberpunk and all that fun jazz. So, but I still think it's a great thing that AMD has done. I mean, Intel's got the integrated graphics; they always have. I'd like to see whether or not, because like I'm a content creator. We all know I'm a content creator. Um, uh, I know I'm a content creator, and the Intel integrated graphics, I can actually enable that in Premiere Pro and utilize those graphics alongside with uh, the GPU stuff. So I'm kind of curious if these APUs you're gonna see some kind of a integrated thing, a software update for that. Um, but I really think that's a good thing. And I got to do some more research if the power is going to be the same, if it's a little diminished just because they're adding the graphics in there. Um, uh, but if I can get my hands on a 4-core one, I know that's probably going to be a little bit less than the 8. However, uh, um, I believe it it would be worth it just to see, especially if the boys can play Fortnite with it. I mean, shoot, at $150 price point, that's well worth it. And then you can if you can pick up the Ryzen 3 with the 4 cores, 4 thread APU, get yourself for $150, get yourself 16 gigs of RAM with $100, and then get a B450 for 120, if or even just a lower end B450 for 120, because you're not going to think about upgrade path on this aspect building. So you're sitting at, let's say, 150, 250. You're looking at $350 plus a case, and like this one here was $70. So 350, 420, and then pick up a cheap monitor, for a small gaming computer. Sure, you know, all day long, especially if all they're playing is Fortnite. I'd buy that for $1. Big 8 graphics cards. I'm looking that up right now. That's the AMD. So I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna do that. Uh, I'm trying to find it. I'm sure I'm sure it is. Hey Landon, are you asking me, or are you telling me it is? Because like I said, I haven't done that much research on the APUs and the graphics that's in there. So are you telling me that it is Vega 8, or you're asking me if it is? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't done a whole bunch of research on it. I brought it up with no research, so I'm sitting here talking about stuff. I'm not trying to blow it out my butt. I'll be the first to tell you when I don't know something, I don't know something, you know. But I'm also one about looking into stuff and learning and figuring it out. He's telling me, okay, thank you, Excelment. Appreciate it. I've been rambling and I'm trying to read through the stuff here. So, I mean, I think it's worth it. I still think it's worth it, especially right now where we're at. Thank you, Landon. Like I said, I'm going to be the first to tell you ignorance on this part of it. I'm talking about it, but I didn't do much research on it. But I'm just trying to give you my thoughts on just you know raw thoughts on it. It's good. Okay. Yeah, and I'm in the middle of doing research on all this stuff as I'm talking, and it's probably really bad of me. But hey, you know, the title doesn't say I'll think of something for a reason, you know? So that's all right. It's all good, man. It is all good. So yeah, I mean, honestly, I mean, with those APUs getting launched and everything, you can probably get yourself a decent computer at least for about $500 to tie you over until you can start to upgrade it, or things kind of stabilize, normalize, and you know, you know, just flatten out. Um, uh, so- well, yeah. So right, and like I said, if I can get a Ryzen 3, no, I appreciate it, Landon. That's what we're here for. We're to me, I'm building the channel, because I'm not one of these guys that claim to know everything. There are things I'm still learning, but I'm into this tech stuff, and I'm looking to you guys to help me out as well, and I appreciate all the help, and I'll be the first to tell you if I don't know, I don't know, but I'll also be the first to go in and check it, learn it, and try to keep it into this thing I call a head of mine. Um, so I appreciate everything, man. I mean, if it's not for you viewers, I'd just be a guy in the basement filming stuff just to film stuff. So I'm built this channel for learning, whether it be me learning, you learning, everybody learning, and that's what I'm striving for. I enjoy this, and I figured I'd share it with everybody. I mean, I'm gonna be probably doing it anyway, so let's just build a community and help each other out. That's what I'm all about here. So, but I'll never claim to know something if I don't know it. I always stay true to that, and I believe honesty is the best policy. And hey, if I tell you I don't know, I don't know, but I'll be the first to go look for it, look it up, and find an answer. Because most of the time when somebody asks, it's an intriguing question. It's like, okay, well, what is it? Okay, let's find this out. Let's figure it out. So, there's never a stupid question. There's never a stupid answer. So, um, you know, and I've said that before, and people said, well, if if I ask you or you ask me, is the sky blue? I might be colorblind. That person might be colorblind. So therefore, that's not a stupid question. If the person asking the question is colorblind, how does he know what the sky color is? Right? So like I said, there's no stupid question. So anyway, I'm on a rant. So like I said, I think AMD's doing swell with that. I would like to pick up just the Ryzen 3. I mean, I'm not going to spend $400 on the Ryzen 7 8 core one, just for the fact I have no use for it. But I would have a use for the 4 core one, because all it would be going towards is playing Fortnite, and that's all you need. So that would be a cool video to put one of those together, just to compare it, and maybe compare it to the 4 core. If I can get one of those, I've got the i3, I've got the Athlon 2 and Gramps, and then if I get the APU, Ryzen 3, all of them are 4 cores, and then do a benchmark on all 3 of those CPUs with the 4 cores and 4 threads, and then one's an APU with the integrated graphics. The i3 don't have integrated graphics, so therefore I would take the integrated graphics on that and then compare it to the 1050 Ti or the 1650 I got, and then the 1660 Super I have. The 1660 Super is probably going to be, a no-brainer, but the 4 gigs of RAM in the 1050 Ti and the 1650, I think that would probably make for a good video. They did make an R5. It's a 6-core 12-thread one as well. But as far as price point, I was looking, and this is only by what they're showing on the website, because that Ryzen 5 is a 6 core, it's the 4650, but I think that was they're saying it's 209, which that wouldn't be bad if you could actually get it for 209. Let's see what they're actually going to be going for. Just kind of curious now, just for the fact that we're talking about it. 46. Let's see here. What was it? The 4650? 4650. Did you see the 46, or did you see the 46, or did you see the 46? Yeah, I'm just rambling now. 4650. 4650 G. All right, let's see if they Amazon don't even have it. There it is. 3400 to 3400 G. That's actually 4 cores, 8 threads. I was mistaken. It's not 4 cores, 4 threads. That i3 is a 4 core, 4 thread. So there is 8 threads on that 4 core. But on Amazon for the Ryzen 5, what? I'm getting some misinformation going on here. Oh, nope. Let's go here. Ryzen 5 4650G, that says 6 cores, but on Amazon, the Ryzen 5 3400G. So there's more than just those. That's 289. So there's a lot more SKUs than what the website I was on is showing. The 3200G is 4 cores. That's 184. 4350, so that's 237. That's the 4 core. I'm trying to find the 6 core one, but like I said, that one's 237. And it is just Amazon. This isn't, Newegg or whatnot. I haven't gone on Newegg to find them. They don't have the 4650 on there. That's the 6 core one. Let's try to find Newegg. Shall we? Newegg. Ryzen 5 4650G. All right, so on Newegg, it's $350. I can't justify $350 whenever they're saying it is supposed to be MSRP for $150. I don't. If I'm going to spend that much money on a CPU that's 4 cores, I'm just going to go ahead and buy a 3800X and be done with it. So, that's where we're at, man. And coming out, it's supposed to be 209. It's $350 on Newegg, and I don't even know if they even have it in stock. See if it's even in stock. Has it even been launched yet? I think it has been launched. But yeah, I don't know. That's one of those That's one of those things that just kind of sucks because it comes out and people are just scalping them left and right. I wish, I wish there was a way around all that stuff. But it's what it is. Demand, price and demand, supply and demand. It's what it is. Yeah, did you see the 30-pointer? Right. And yeah, I'm sorry. I was just singing for a minute. I don't know. Well, if you can score one of those, I tell you what, I'm an idiot. I know not a lot of people have this around, but we do. So let's see what Micro Center has it for, if they've even got one. Shall we? Just for SNGs. Read between the lines. 40, the 46? Yeah, 4650. Brain toot. 4650G. 4650G. They do not even have one. At least not in my area. Micro Center does not even have one. I love Micro Center. I wish everybody could have one. Yeah, see, the 3600 at Micro Center right now is 199.99. So that's just a 3600 Montes. The 5600X Premier is 279. Shoot, I'd almost pay $80 more for the 5600 than the 199 if I was going to buy the 6-core one. Holy cannoli! Oh, that's never mind. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yeah. So it's what it is. All right, Landon, I appreciate you jumping in here and watching, man. I appreciate it much. Come back. Take care, buddy. Anyway, yeah, I think if you can find them in MSRP, you just gotta watch out for them. I mean, I get the deals all the time. I mean, I just scour and scour and scour and scour. So, oh man, this was fun, guys. A lot of times the I'll think of something videos or live streams turn out to be better than the ones that I don't think or that I think through. So, I tell you what, I'm gonna end it at this. I got enough content tonight thrown together within, like, I think I did all this in 45 minutes. So it's been a pleasure. Share and like. Go back. This is for everybody who's coming back to watch it later, because I mean, I get a lot of that. People come back and watch the live show later than being live, and I understand that people have lives they can't watch at that certain time. But I tell you what, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna do some prep stuff for tomorrow's film, because I'm going to try to film at least 3 videos tomorrow and get them in the can and get them rolling. I know I talked about last week, whenever I get one done, I'm going to launch it. But I'm just filming tomorrow. I'm not, quick edit and then release. I'm filming tomorrow. I'm going to try to film 3 videos today. I'm off all this week. I have a ton of stuff going on next weekend. I've got a doctor's appointment, whatnot, this week that I'm off, but I'm going to do some filming and then start on editing. And like I told you guys before, I'm going to actually put, I'm not saying that the videos before were thrown together and pushed out. Some might look like they were, and some honestly were. But I'm actually looking at going on my games here. I'm wanting to elevate we're at a year now. This is we're in the big boy league now. You know, after a year, we should be up here. So I'm stepping it up. So even though I'm filming and shooting 3 videos, don't mean that I'm going to have 3 videos out like that. I'm not Linus, but I'm gonna get some stuff prepped tonight to film tomorrow, and get some of these videos shot so I can start editing. I'm working on some special project right now, doing some writing again. So we'll see what all this turns out. I appreciate everybody for coming in and watching. Thank you for supporting me, and have a great night, guys. Take care. Bye.